Hello guys, welcome to Selenium automation tutorial. Today we'll be learning how to set up a Maven project. Earlier we have seen that we have created a test case and we have been using Maven as our dependency management tool and used Chrome driver, WebDriver manager from Maven itself. So today we'll be learning how to set a Maven project. So first of all, how to set up a Maven project. Before setting up Maven project, let me brief you about Maven. So Maven is a dependency management tool which will allow you to manage the latest version of Selenium WebDriver and the current browser driver that we use to open and automate the Selenium automation. So what's the basic advantage of dependency management tool is while we are working on our local environment, like this is my local environment, this is my local environment. So we are using a Chrome version. We'll be using a Chrome version. So how can we find the Chrome version? Go to help and about Chrome. We are using 102 point 0.50. This is the official build of Chrome. But in my same team, there will be lot of variation in the Chrome driver or the Chrome version. So we have to manage those things. We have to adjust because if this Chrome version runs this code, it might happen that somebody is using a lower version from my local environment and this code will not run. So eliminate this issue, we use Maven Dependency Project or Dependency Management Tool to eliminate that issue. Likewise, if I say that GitHub, that is a version control tool. So in this version control tool, if a developer 1 paste a code and developer 2 paste a code, push a code basically, so they will see that there is some conflict in their code. Like might a developer 1 might using WebDriver manager as in their code, and developer 2 might using system set property in their code. So to eliminate this type of issue, we have placed a version control, that is GitHub. And to eliminate the issues within the team before pushing it to GitHub, we can use the Maven Dependency Project so that our Chrome driver and our Selenium web driver also get up to date. Now to create a Maven project, so we'll be learning how to create a Maven project. To create a Maven project, we have to first set up the environment variable. We have to set up the Maven dependency and we'll learn how to work with WDM, that is WebDriver Manager. To create the environment variables, we have to go to maven.apache.org and go to this download section. If we go to this download section, we can see a lot of files. We will use this source zip archive, that is Maven 3.8.5 source zip, and we'll download this. So as you can see that I have downloaded Apache Maven 3.8.5. So how to set the environment variable? We will be searching environment variable. See here in the best match, the computer is suggesting me to edit the system environment variables from control panel. Click on it and go to environment variables. Here we have seen the user variable for access, and there is a system variable. So how to set up a environment variable is that we will click on new and we'll type the variable name. I will suggest you to write Maven home and variable value. So browse the file that is you have been download, that is this file, open it and it's done. Click on OK. I will not do this because I have already done this in my system, as you can see, right? As you can see the things. So what we'll have to do, what we have done here is that we have downloaded this and we'll select this folder in environment variable, right? Now, after setting up the environment variable, what we have to do is that we will create a new Maven project. So we will click on File, go to New, click on Project, go to Maven Project and click on Next. We'll tick this, create a simple project, skip archetype selection, go to Group ID. I will suggest you to, like, in when you are working on MNC or any IT company, they have been already, like, they will told you to write the company name. But since we are doing it for practice, we can just suggest, like, write the name of your imaginary company or your dream company. So this is the group ID. This is like the company you are working from, and artifact ID will be your project name. Now here I am using Maven tutorial. See here, the Maven tutorial has been created. Now since we have learned this thing, how to set up a environment variable from maven.apache.org, it's done. Now we'll be learning how to set up a Maven dependency in POM XML. And what is POM XML? So basically, here after creating the project, I have seen that there is a POM XML file here. This is an XML file that has been used for communicating within the server and the client. Like, if we just like, if you are working on this local system, we'll be downloading some stuff. Like, for working with Chrome driver, we'll be downloading the Chrome driver, and working for in Selenium, we'll be using the Selenium webdriver. So those are the things that has been provided by a server, that is Selenium WebDriver has been provided by Selenium, and Chrome driver has been, like, this is a language binding thing, so it will be provided at the Chrome driver. And there is also a grid. You can also download the grid to open the Chrome driver, or you can download the Chrome driver. So this is basically acting as a server, and my local system is acting as a client. To communicate between the server and the client, we use the XML file that in turns go as JSON format. In JSON format, we talk with them. So in POM XML, what we have to do is that we have to open the POM XML and create the dependency. Now, what is dependency? Dependency is basically the driver that you have been using, like the Chrome driver, the Selenium WebDriver are the dependencies. Are the dependencies for this local environment, so that you can use that WebDriver or the drivers to automate the website or automate the AUT. So we'll be figuring this out, like in dependency, we'll be adding some dependency after version and before project. So while you just write this, there will be a lot of things that you can add. Later we will understand these things also. So now dependencies, we have to add some dependencies. Like, if we do it manually, we will do it like this way, in this way, like we have to go to this build path, configure the build path, and have to download the grid from Selenium server. Okay, and download the Java file, and then we have to, like, go to libraries, add external jars, and then we have to download the external jars. But in this case, in the Maven dependency, as we are doing some automation, we will be doing some automation in this dependency part also. So what we have to do is that to add the dependency, as we know that these jar files are dependencies, we have to go to mavenrepository.com. In this mavenrepository.com, we'll be searching those dependencies that we will be using. Like, if we are using WebDriver Manager, we'll be searching WebDriver Manager. And you can see that in WebDriver Manager, in the first place, that is a WebDriver Manager. There is a GitHub link and all. Those who have developed this, these are the number of uses that has been downloaded and been used and have been used in right now in current scenario. So we'll go with 5.2.0 because this is the latest version. Always go with the latest version. and then we'll be adding this stuff. Like what we have done, we have clicked on the things, we have clicked on the 5.2.0, go to that part and copy this thing. Like you can see the copy to clipboard. So you copy this thing and paste it here. So this is a HTML comment. You can keep it or you can omit it according to your choice. But I will suggest keep this because it is for better understanding that what are the dependencies that you are using. Now we have set up the WebDriver manager, that is which is like what are the replacement, what is the basic thing that we have been replaced, that system set property, that is the Chrome driver has been replaced. Now we will be using, we have to download some Selenium WebDriver, right? So we have to search the Selenium WebDriver in the search box and search it. Here you can see the dependency has already been kept, and these are also the same thing. Like this is also same thing in the Java language binding thing. So go to this, copy this same script, same thing, same type of work. Go to Maven tutorial, dependency, and paste this, and we are done with it. Now, after pasting thing, we have to save it. And after it will be saved, you can see it here in the below, in the bottom right corner, that there will be some downloading and stuff will go on. Let me save it. And here the building is already going on, or started, right? And after adding this, you can see that there are some Maven dependency that has been added. See here, the Maven dependency had been added. Now, we have done the most of the part, here we have been promised to work with environment variable and dependency management, how to set up Maven dependency. Now we have to work with WTM. So before working with WTM, my suggestion will be to look after the Jre System Library. So what we have to do is that we have to right click or context click on Jre System Library, configure the build path, go to this system library and edit, and the execution environment is already been set to J2SE 1.5 JDK, but we don't like this because that's only like hard coding thing, like things are very fixed, so we'll be using alternate JRE. What is JRE? Like it is a Java runtime environment. We'll be using some alternate JRE to work more efficiently. Now, after setting up those things, we have seen that there are main resources, test Java, test resources. Okay. So we write code here. In this folder, we will create a package. Let's create a package, Maven demo. And within this package, we will be creating some class so that we can use Maven, right? Okay. So let's do the same thing, login test and test. See, the same things have been done, and we'll be writing the code. So I'll be fast forwarding this because we have already seen this thing in the previous tutorial, and these are computing. So once you choose like what you want to use, like you can use also Firefox driver, right? So you have to call it. So then let's see what the Firefox driver actually. Yeah, that's that. Okay. After using Firefox driver, I will be creating a Firefox driver object of Firefox driver interface. And we'll import Firefox driver from org.openqs Selenium, and we'll use so and we'll use to get some string So what we have done here is we using dot get title to get the title of the page. If we just open it, then we will understand and print it. So don't have to like I don't have to write all the things. Just let print it. Variable should start from lowercase alphabets and we'll copy this thing. Now there's an error thread dot slip. Okay, this error should not be there. I'm using here a hardware. I'll not suggest anyone to use hardware in actual code, but for learning purpose we can use. Now save it. If you want to run it, run as Java application. It will open the Firefox driver and will go to this portion. We'll do the same work, same thing. Okay, yeah, done. So here in the console we can see the log. Here as you can see that is a title. While we are opening the website, this is the title. Swag Labs. Yeah, this is the title we have seen here. So this is how we can set up the Maven dependencies, Maven project. Now we can create a number of classes as you want to learn from it. I hope that I have make you understand everything. Now we'll be moving forward with some driver stuff like the sub methods of the driver interface, and we'll learn how to automate the AUT or any web application. Uh, if you find this video very useful, you can share it with your friends and your colleagues so that they can learn. And do share and subscribe and like and comment. If you have any queries, you can do comment. I will try to resolve it.